All right, we are back for game number 4 of our Nebraska Cornhuskers Coach Mode Dynasty. Remember, I am calling the plays for each game, but I am not actually running the plays. I'm letting the computer do that. So hopefully I'll have more chances to lose on lower difficulty levels, that sort of thing. We crushed the FCS opponent we had in game 3, 58-3. Real life, that was Northern Iowa, and it was a much closer game in terms of quality of play by both teams. We did win, I think, 34-3, but it didn't look that great. Northern Iowa looked almost just as good as us in real life. But in the video game land here, we won comfortably, 58-3, so we're going to advance the week. And we will move on to Illinois, who in real life is the team that handed Nebraska their first loss. We'll see if we can avenge that in video game land here. And it looks like Owen Burks from Tacoma, Washington bumped us out of his recruiting. Our championship contender went up to A-. We'll advance. We got Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, Kobe Bretz. Interesting. 1 pick, 1 touchdown, 1 tackle. Good for him. He's a backup usually, I think. He got National Defensive Player of the Week, too. Something seems odd about that. Those stats aren't that overwhelming that he should get National Player of the Week, but we'll go with it. And Illinois in video game land is 1-2. They have only lost once in real life. They were 3-0 headed into this game in real life. Nebraska looks like we are ranked finally, 24th. Let's look at the top stories. Early season Heisman watch, which players are already making a name for themselves early in the season. Isaiah Bond from Texas, Quinn Ewers from Texas, Jordan Hudson from SMU, Carson Beck from Georgia, and Cam Rising from Utah. By the numbers, Utah and Oklahoma State play 2 top 10 teams here. 2 teams ranked within the top 10 prepare for a highly anticipated intra-conference matchup. That should be a good game. Ole Miss got upset by Wake Forest. Too much pressure. The Rebels will take a drop in the rankings after falling to the Demon Deacons 22-17. That's a huge upset. By the numbers, NC State and Clemson, all eyes on us. Coach Garrett Renato and the Tigers will be ready for their top 25 matchup against NC State. So those are the top stories. Let's finish recruiting real quick. So he's visiting for Rutgers. We'll keep sending the house for him. Schedule a visit for Ofisa Boodle. We'll do that for the UCLA game. And I'm not entirely sure what to pitch this guy. We just need to guess. Let's go with Pro Potential. I feel that's a decent one. They'll probably have an interest in. Well, we can schedule a visit for Ramon Kopp. Schedule that for UCLA as well. It's like brand exposure is the safe thing to do here. Anybody else we can schedule a visit for? Doesn't look like it. So let's go back to sending the house for this guy. And this guy. And we can schedule his visit. Now we got to go to the Wisconsin game. And we have no idea what he likes. Let's go with Pro Potential. Feel he'd probably like that. Most guys probably would. We'll also send the house. Leaves us just with 10 hours to go. So we will DM the player, David Valawaga. All right, we've used all our recruiting. Could schedule a visit with Chance Strud. He's a 4-star quarterback. It's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's schedule a visit for him. Or Wisconsin. We'll go with Pro Potential. Now, got 10 hours left. DM the player. There we go. All right, recruiting good for the week. Let's take a look at some scores across the country. We already saw there were some big upsets. In week 3 in the ACC, North Carolina crushed an FCS school. Wake Forest upset Ole Miss. Miami barely beat Ball State. Maryland beat Virginia by 8. Duke beat UConn by 8. NC State beat up on Louisiana Tech. Boston College upset Missouri. Boston College sitting at 3-0. Missouri now 1-2. Virginia Tech beat Old Dominion by 2 touchdowns. Florida State beat Memphis by a couple touchdowns. That did not happen in real life. West Virginia beat Pittsburgh by 1 in the backyard brawl. Georgia Tech beat an FCS school by 12. Cal beat San Diego State 31-13. In the American, Appalachian State beat East Carolina by a field goal. Coastal Carolina beat Temple by a touchdown. Arkansas beat UAB 40-2. At least UAB got that safety. Charlotte beat an FCS school by 13. Texas beat Texas San Antonio comfortably. Texas Tech beat North Texas by 10. Oklahoma barely beat Tulane by 8. Florida International beat Florida Atlantic by 8. Oklahoma State beat Tulsa by 11. Florida State beat Memphis, we saw. Southern Miss beat South Florida by a touchdown. Houston beat Rice by 2. In the Big 12, Arizona squeaked out a win against Kansas State. Texas State beat Arizona State, who's now 0-3. Texas Tech beat North Texas, we saw that. UNLV beat Kansas by 13. Baylor beat Air Force. Oklahoma State beat Tulsa. Utah beat Utah State they doubled them up. Wyoming beat BYU. Houston beat Rice. Cincinnati beat Miami of Ohio by 2. Colorado beat Colorado State by 10. West Virginia beat Pittsburgh by 1, we saw. TCU beat Central Florida by 12. In the Big 10, Illinois beat Central Michigan by 8 to get their first win. Michigan beat Arkansas State by 16. We crushed an FCS school. Northwestern did the same thing. Wisconsin upsets Alabama. Huge win for the Badgers, who are now 3-0. Nevada takes out Minnesota. Maryland beat Virginia. We saw that. Troy upsets Iowa to hand Iowa their first loss. UCLA beat Indiana. That definitely did not happen in real life. Michigan State beat an FCS school by a field goal. Notre Dame beat Purdue by a touchdown. That was not the score in real life. Purdue got murdered in that game in real life. Oregon beat Oregon State, a rivalry game, by a touchdown. Washington State beat Washington by 6. That actually did happen. Conference USA, Jacksonville State beat Eastern Michigan. Liberty beat UTEP. Hawaii beat Sam Houston. Florida International beat Florida Atlantic. NC State beat Louisiana Tech. Western Kentucky beat up on Middle Tennessee. San Jose State won by a field goal over Kennesaw State. And Fresno State beat New Mexico State by 11. The Independents, UMass beat Buffalo. Duke beat UConn, and Notre Dame beat Purdue. In the MAC, Illinois beat Central Michigan. Jacksonville State beat Eastern Michigan. Akron beat an FCS school. Western Michigan barely beat an FCS school. Miami beat Ball State by 3. Ohio beat an FCS school by 10. UMass beat Buffalo. Cincinnati beat Miami of Ohio. And Kent State shocked the world by beating Tennessee. Tennessee now sitting at 1-2. It's a disappointing start for the Volunteers. Mississippi State beat Toledo by 3. In the Mountain West, Nevada beat Minnesota by a touchdown. Hawaii beat Sam Houston. UNLV beat Kansas. Baylor beat Air Force. Auburn beat New Mexico just by a field goal, though. San Jose State beat Kennesaw State. Utah beat Utah State. Wyoming beat BYU. Colorado beat Colorado State. Cal beat San Diego State. And Fresno State beat New Mexico State. Pac-12, we saw Oregon beat Oregon State, and Washington State beat Washington. The SEC, Arkansas beat UAB. LSU barely beat South Carolina. Vanderbilt beat Georgia State. Wake Forest beat Ole Miss in the big upset. Texas beat Texas San Antonio. Wisconsin upset Alabama. Oklahoma barely beat Tulane. Georgia beat up on Kentucky. Boston College beat Missouri. Auburn beat New Mexico by a field goal. Tennessee got upset by Kent State. Texas A&M barely beats Florida by 1 point. And Mississippi State beat Toledo by 3. Sunbelt, Appalachian State beat East Carolina by 3. Coastal Carolina beat Temple by a touchdown. Georgia Southern barely beat an FCS school. Michigan beat Arkansas State. Vanderbilt beat Georgia State. Texas State won by 2 against Arizona State. Troy got the upset over Iowa. Virginia Tech beat Old Dominion by 2 touchdowns. South Alabama won easily against an FCS school, and Southern Miss beat South Florida by a touchdown. So the scores last week, the updated top 25 in the media poll, it is Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Notre Dame, Utah, Oklahoma, Arizona, Oklahoma State, Michigan, NC State, Louisville, Miami, Alabama, LSU, Ole Miss, Auburn, Florida State, Penn State, Wisconsin, Clemson, SMU, Michigan State. There we are at number 24, and Texas A&M at number 25. Others receiving votes is Texas Tech, Kansas, Washington, Virginia Tech, Kentucky, TCU, and Tennessee. In the coaches poll, it goes Texas, Ohio State, Georgia, Oregon, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Utah, Michigan, Oklahoma State, Arizona, LSU, Miami, Alabama, Louisville, Wisconsin, SMU, Florida State, Auburn, Ole Miss, Penn State, NC State, USC, Texas A&M, Kansas, and Washington. So we are still not ranked in the coaches poll. Do we have any votes? We do finally have some votes. Others receiving votes are Clemson, Virginia Tech, Michigan State, Iowa State, TCU, Nebraska, Iowa, and Boston College. So those are the rankings. Conference standings. We'll just go for the conference leaders here. So undefeated is Boston College and Wake Forest in the ACC. In the American, it's Temple and Army at 1-0. In the Big 12, it's Arizona, TCU, and Utah at 1-0. In the Big 10, it's Michigan State and UCLA at 1-0. Conference USA, Liberty is 2-0, and Western Kentucky is 1-0. Independents don't have a conference record. In the MAC, nobody's played a conference game yet. Mountain West, San Jose State is at 1-0. Pac-12, there's only one game in total. In the SEC, Georgia, LSU, and Texas A&M are 1-0. No conference games played in the Sun Belt. So those are the conference standings. Players of the week. For some reason, Kobe Bretz. Oh, he got 8 tackles, not just 1 tackle. So that's, I guess, a little better. 1 pick, 1 fumble force, 1 touchdown. National Defensive Player of the Week. And Gio Lopez of South Alabama got National Offensive Player of the Week. For conferences, in the ACC, it was Cal's David Reese and Florida State's DJU. In the American, it was Florida Atlantic's Chris Jones and Texas San Antonio's DeCorian Clark. In the Big 12, it was Houston's Keith Cooper Jr. and Kansas's Luke Grimm. In the Big 10, it was Kobe Bretz from Nebraska and Maryland's Octavian Smith Jr. Conference USA was Jacksonville State's J. Rock Swain, one of the best names ever, and Liberty's Kadon Salter. The Independents, Notre Dame swept with R.J. Oben and Bo Collins. In the MAC, it was Akron's C.J. Nunnally IV and Kent State's Sebastian Brown. In the Mountain West, it was Air Force's Aiden Swartz and Hawaii's Kawali Nishigaya. In the Pac-12, Washington State swept with Stephen Hall and Leo Hulalasi. SEC, it was Georgia's Smail Mondon Jr. and Isaiah Bond. Sunbelt, it was Coastal Carolina's Matthew McDoom, another badass name, and South Alabama's Gio Lopez. Those are the players of the week. Heisman Watch we've already seen, but we'll take another look at it. Isaiah Bond and Quinn Ewers from Texas, Jordan Hudson from SMU, Carson Beck from Georgia, and Silas Bolden from Texas. Texas got all sorts of guys on there. Take a quick look at the stats, see who the nationwide leaders are. All right, so for passing yardage, it's Brendan Lewis from Nevada, then Devin Cargman from Kent State, and Noah Fafita from Arizona is number 3. For passing touchdowns, there's Seth Hennigan from Memphis, then 4 guys tied at 12. Let's look at rushing. Our guy's not leading the country any longer. That is now Quentin Cooley from Liberty. Dean Connors from Rice is 2nd. Our guy is 3rd with 363 yards. Let's look at, let's go back. Let's look at touchdowns. So a bunch of guys have 6 touchdowns. For receiving, for yardage, it goes Sebastian Brown from Kent State, then Dwayne Thomas Jr. from Charlotte, and Jaden Bray from West Virginia. For catches, it is Sebastian Brown, then Jay Sean Platt from Florida Atlantic, then a couple guys tied with 23. Touchdowns, we have Chase Brown and Jamoy Mays tied for leading the country. For defense tackles, it's Corey Thomas Jr. from Virginia and Kempton Shine from Virginia. Tackles for loss, Walter Nolan from Ole Miss leads for sacks. David Reese from Cal for interceptions. It's Will Johnson from Michigan and CJ Baskerville from Texas Tech. Let's see here. Who's got the longest field goal? Noah Burnett from North Carolina has the longest field goal. The longest punt. It's a tie between quite a few guys at 64-yarder. Kick return. Do we have any kick return touchdowns? We do not. The longest kick return has been 49 yards from DeColdis Crawford, former Nebraska Cornhusker, now with Louisiana Tech. Punt return, any touchdowns? We've got 5 touchdowns, and the longest punt return is an 86-yarder from Jabari Bates of San Jose State. All right, so we are now ready to move into our game with Illinois. It should be a Friday night game, but they've got it scheduled Saturday afternoon, so it'll be a daytime game when it really should be a night game. But we'll make it happen anyway, because I don't think we can change that at all. I wonder if we could have changed it in the preseason. I'm not sure. Once again, this will be a coach mode game, so I'll pick the plays, but it'll be completely up to the computer to run them. I do kickoffs and extra points. Field goals, I let the computer do. So here we go. And I probably won't commentate too much during the game.
Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that ball.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
To the ground, he's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Illinois lining up quickly. Running back searching for a hole. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On target over the middle. He's loose. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. He's right on target. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini!
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He makes the catch. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Finds a spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Illinois. The defense with the scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Give to the running back.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Raiola. He hurls one deep down the left side. And his throw is incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. On third down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fidel. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 21 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Illinois right back to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Hard running there. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They get to the line quickly.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
They'll leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll give it to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Tackled after picking up the first down. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be... So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Grab near the sticks. It's Sanders. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. A lot of urgency for this offense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Illinois lining up quickly. Right back to the well.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try the run. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man, it's Altmaier. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Pulls it in. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. They're bringing heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Give him 6. Touchdown, Huskers!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 11 over Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to it. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The give to the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and that they're ready to take the field.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. These fans raising the volume on second and goal.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here. Have positive gains, not run, QBs.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds his man down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got it in the middle, it's Banks. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Huskers are flying down the field. The aerial assault continues. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's second and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. And let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bullock. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Working through the air, they're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. They're going back to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Fly sweep coming. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Pushes toward the goal line. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in. Physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play and now setting up 4th down.
He'll keep it himself. He didn't get there. Knocked back. Goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the tailback. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Illinois right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got it in the middle. It's Bullock. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Trying to punch it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a... This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to pound their way in. He is stopped short. Going to make things interesting.
I just want to say for the record, I wanted them to kick the field goal. I can't believe they went for it twice now. That's ridiculous. All right, back to the game.
To be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Illinois lining up quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fired. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Got it past the marker. And
my God, Tommy Hill, our best cornerback, just gets torched on 4th and 17. And we basically deserve to lose this game the way things are shaking out. I did Super Sim on 2 4th and goals from like the 1, assuming they'd kick a field goal both times. Both times they go for it. Both times we don't get it. Absolutely ridiculous. We are choking this game away.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Got it. Touchdown Illini. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to
Oh, dear God. We definitely deserve to lose this game. Ridiculous. 2 4th and goals from the 1. We don't kick a field goal either time. Ridiculous.
He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. To the air, it's Altmaier. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt.
27, Nebraska, 26.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's got him this time. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Works the middle of the field. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
Good Lord. Had a guy wide open, and he throws it to the guy that's not even past the 1st down marker. Absolutely deserved to lose this game.
Running out the clock, a mere
Frustrating.
between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Well, just like real life, we choke and lose to Illinois. Doesn't even let us call timeout. That's funny. Well, that's disappointing. But deserved. 2 4th and goals from the 1-yard line. I trust the computer to kick a field goal both times. It goes for it both times. Doesn't get it either time. And, of course, Illinois goes right down the field, scores a touchdown to win by 1. Insane. But similar to real life, except for Illinois kind of deserved to win the real-life game a lot more than they deserved to win this one.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays.
Very disappointing. We had a bunch of recruits visiting, I think, so that's not great. Look at stats. And then horrible decision-making by Dylan on that last drive. We had 10 more 1st downs than them, 495 yards to 353. Rushed for way more. Passed for more. They were slightly better on 3rd down. Went for 6 4th downs. Wow. Thanks to the computer. We had 1 turnover. They didn't have any. That fumble return for a touchdown killed us. But we should have won that game. If we had just kicked one of those 2 field goals, we win the game. Dillon finishes 26-37 for 308 yards, 1 touchdown. Altmaier was 13-22 for 254, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, their guy had 22 carries for 75 yards. He had that 145-yard run. Otherwise, he had 21 carries for 30 yards. Our guy, Dante, 35 carries, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. Leading receiver was Jamal Banks, 5 catches, 101 yards. Ramir Johnson had our only touchdown. Their leading receiver had 80 yards on 2 catches. Bryant had 79 on 3 catches. There's the blocking stats. Some defensive stats. Kicking, they were 3 for 3 on extra points. We were 2 for 2 on field goals. We should have been 3 for 3 or 4 for 4, but punting, we didn't punt all game and we still lost. They punted 4 times. It's insane how we lost this game. Kick return stats. Punt return stats. Not really getting any punt returns. And the scoring summary. First quarter killed us, and the fourth quarter killed us. Ridiculous. But just like in real life, the Huskers fall to 3-1, 0-1 in conference. We'll see if we can bounce back against Purdue in the next game. We got 10 little points to use. Let's go for it. Sure, let's go for that. All right, next stream will be Huskers and Purdue on the road. First road game. We'll see if we can win that one as opposed to choking like we did today. But just like real life. So we dropped to 3-1, 0-1. Take on Purdue next.